So what's one thing someone can do today if they feel completely stuck in life?
Oh, one of the biggest things that I know worked for me, and this is probably the more difficult route. I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, but it was learning how to sit with myself in solitude and ask myself some of the more difficult questions and not attaching my self-worth to what those answers were. Here's what I mean by that. I was always on the go and kept myself busy so I didn't have to deal with this. I was not intentional with my thoughts or my thinking. I was reactionary. As I learned how to sit in solitude and actually start to wrestle with some of these questions with myself, I call it divine downloads of conversations with my creator, it allowed me a bigger, more expansive, I guess, conversation to look at some of the things that I didn't challenge before by actually asking why, by taking some of the guilt and the shame and the difficult things I've been holding on to and just putting it out there and asking, even just looking up and like, why is this happening? And just giving the time and the space to sit in that. Not thinking that my life is worthless, not thinking that I am worthless, but just sitting in some of these conversations that I would continue to sedate or ignore. And that is what started to open up the path to growth. Was that the easiest way? Probably not. Was it the smartest? I would say most definitely not. The smartest thing, what we teach here is raise your hand and get with people and just say, look, I don't know what to do, but I know what I'm doing isn't working. Can I get some help? Can I ask you some questions? Can we get together? And there's something powerful in a community and a group where when I get to just speak freely and there's zero judgment or evaluation, but someone sitting across from me goes, me too, brother, me too. It makes it so much easier. And so that's why we've got that here.
Why do you think so many people wait for someone or something to change their life?
Well, because it's easy. That goes back to the victim mindset mentality. It is easier for me to sit here and not do anything thinking someone's going to come save me than it is to actually get up and to start doing the work. The sad thing, the painful thing is it's what leads to more and more pain. And that's what I used to fall into, is being the perpetual victim. I'm like, it's not my fault. I didn't know this was going to happen. Like, it was never my fault. The beautiful thing about it never being my fault is it's not my fault. I can't control it. So it gave me this illusion of, well, I'm not a failure because it's not my fault. The reality is thing is my fault. And the beautiful thing of that is when I take 100% accountability, they call it extreme ownership or radical transparency. When I take that ownership, that authorship, now I can change any situation that I don't like or that isn't basically making me better or growing. And so, yes, it takes more work, but it's so liberating because I become the curator and the writer and author and director of my own life. So that means no one's coming to save me. I'm going to learn and get educated and reach out and look to get help. And then I'm able to influence and control my thoughts, my stories, my emotions, my actions. And now I have a complete different life.